Has anyone here written a book?
No.
What would it be?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Well, you should. You should.
Yeah.
You should. Everyone's got a story, and everyone should write their book. I hope you will. I got on and finished my little story in the lockdown, and I designed a front cover. That was the cover I designed.
Oh, that's the Mediterranean.
With the help of a friend. That was the main high street at Potter's Bar where I grew up, and that was Ealing Broadway where I now live. But my publisher said no, he didn't like that. Publishers often do say that. So I let him design this cover, which will do, I suppose. And when you write your book, it's a good idea to dedicate it to someone, your mother or some lady who's inspired you. I dedicated my book to my late husband, Keith, outside the North Star pub in Ealing,
Oh, yeah.
where he spent most of his time. Now, when you write your book, don't begin at the beginning. It's a good idea to begin perhaps at the end or in the middle, but it must be a good opening, because you've got to draw your reader in. If you don't get their interest within the first paragraph, they'll just close the book and go. So you've got to make the first sentence of interest. So you have an introduction, or in my case, a prologue. So I'll read you a little bit of the prologue. No one likes a rude awakening. I picked up the phone. I knew it was a hospital. Someone said, "Come." After phoning for a taxi, I got dressed and went outside onto the still dark street. A car drew up and drove me too slowly, I thought, along the empty roads to the tower block, whose lights blazed out from every level like a beacon in the night sky. After paying the driver, I ran across the forecourt, up the steps and through the door. The place was deserted, save for one Indian lady on a kneeler with a knife in her hand, scraping black gum off the tiled floor. She looked up and our eyes met. She knew what I had come for.
To get someone just writing something. So people write a few words, which are often very pleasant, very nice. But we went to the Design Museum 2 weeks ago to see an exhibition of someone, and when we do a lot of walks around Park Royal, and Park Royal is changing in many ways. And so a lot of the industrial places, warehouses, are becoming studios, artist studios. So we visited one who was making things, and he then got a place in the Design Museum, so we took a group of people to the Design Museum. And we went to High Street Kensington, and we had walked around High Street Kensington to do a preparation, and very nice, very interesting. On the day, it poured with rain, and it was freezing cold, so the actual walk around Kensington was rather difficult. We managed it. And then we got to the museum. The exhibition was brilliant. And then afterwards we always go to a cafe or a restaurant afterwards, and we went to a very nice Filipino restaurant in the main road, Kensington. I'll just read you an evaluation. So this is someone else's. He would be very, very embarrassed if he was here, because he's a very, very modest man, very unassuming, kind of person who gets things done but keeps himself in the background. So this is the Pilgrim's Progress revisited in Kensington. And God said to Joanna, "There will come a time when the heavens will open and the clouds shall rain, rain and yet more rain." Hearing this, Joanna pleaded to God, "I've lived a faultless life. Let Saturday on our visit to Kensington be fine and dry." God thought long and hard about this, and in a loud and ponderous voice said, "No. This will be your test, Joanna." So be it, and it rained, and yet more rained. Yet Joanna and her people bravely confronted the elements until it came about at the appointed hour that these chosen people were admitted into a heavenly place dedicated to the achievements of those that dwell on this earth, those that cherish the environment, each other, and those that will come after us. Here the beleaguered peoples were entranced by the wonders on display. Having been thus fortified, they progressed on their pilgrimage to another place of delights. Careful and thoughtful guidance. So be it. Praise be, Amen. And thus it came about. Ventures and escape the noise that's around. You may soak in the sun, get soaked in the rain. You may even lie on the ground. But wet your lips with alcohol, attempt to sing or shout. The neighbours will complain, mobiles will rain, and you will be swiftly taken out. For the dead must be respected, and the living must be left alone too. And if you question in this place the way we organise our space, you will be swiftly taken out too.
Oh, well.